Hi guys, this year normalization will play a very important role in the SNAP exam because the level of difficulty change with every slot. So we'll talk about the slot 1 versus 2 versus 3, individual section wise, which section was more tough, and this is the most contentious video because people disagree with me because जिसने जो पेपर दिया था उसको अपना पेपर हमेशा टफ ही लगता है. For example, you're from slot 1, you will always find slot 1 with most toughest set. Because when you're giving the paper, it's always tough. Yeah. So we'll compare all the things. So slot 1, if I talk about, was comparatively the most easiest of all the 3 slots. Yeah. But the logic section was tough. Why? Because people were not prepared for that kind of a logic. Those who have given CAT are not aware of these kind of questions. These are coin decoding, all these things, because CAT वालों को आदत होता नहीं. We're only aware of DI. Yeah, but when it comes to the slot 2 and slot 3, by the time you're already prepared, critical reasoning क्या होता है, ये क्या होता है, so I'll give a little bit advantage to slot number 1 for that. So before we discuss that, I want to thank all of you that all of us, including me as well, have worked really hard for this paper, SNAP exam. So result जैसा भी आएगा, हम सब साथ हैं, ठीक है. This is during this COVID time, 1 घंटे का paper is not easy to handle यार. So you have shown strength. Just trust me, the biggest strength, able to adapt yourself to the situation. CAT गया, ये phase ही ऐसा यार. You are not, most of us are not happy. All of us not happy. जिसका ट्रस्ट में CAT का स्कोर अच्छा भी आया ना, वो भी खुश नहीं है बिकॉज अभी GDPI ये वो क्या होगा क्या नहीं होगा. So it's part of life. So just stay motivated, stay focused. That's all I want to recommend. Yeah, move to slot 2. Slot 2 was a change. So Jan 6 का paper was a slight change, slight level of difficulty went up. Tricky questions started coming in Jan 6 का paper. मोटा paper was very similar to the other paper, but I could feel 1 or 2 marks ऊपर जाएगा cut off. Yeah. So I did a survey yesterday on my Facebook, on my YouTube polls. So 9% people said slot 1 was the most difficult, and they were the slot 1 people only, most probably. Slot 2, 18% people said slot 2 was the most difficult paper. In fact, उनका quant गंदा था भी, no doubt, quant lengthy था. And the most difficult paper is slot number 3. 73% people said कि slot number 3 was the most difficult paper. 73%. इसका मतलब slot 1 and slot 2 का people also voted for slot 3, which means of course it was tough. So cutoff will plus minus 2 marks होगा ही होगा. So that's my expected cutoff. 99% that will be around 45 marks, 43, 45. This is all plus minus 2 marks here. Yeah, इसको plus minus 2 कर दो. 45 to 43 or 42. 98 percentile is 40 to 42 marks. Now all the calls, if you want, for example, you want to sure about converting the call, your target should be 45. Otherwise 42 plus, you should get the call from SIBM, SMHRD. This is for SIBM, SMHRD. For SIB and SIBM Bangalore, cutoff will be around 90 percentile, 91 percentile. And 80 percentile is where the other college, SIOM, all the other colleges start, cutoff 28, 26, and 70 percentile is around 23 to 21 marks. Yeah, so this video will tell you the complete kind of arrangement. Pattern was very much similar to each other. एक आधा question change हुआ. For example, slot 0, slot 1, there was no puzzle at all. Slot 2, they introduced 2 puzzles, but on relationship and blood relationship and direction sense. Slot 3, they introduced linear arrangement as well. From DI point of view, no question in slot 1, 1 question in slot 2 and 2 questions in slot 3. So they have kind of a slightly minor changes, and that's, I think, is the biggest advantage of the SNAP people, that they try to make the paper very similar. So that's a good part, trust me. क्योंकि अगर एकदम drastic difference आता, like CAT में आया था, like last year CET में आया था, then that would have been a major pain for the student. So even they have connected the exam very nicely. They've given the paper to be very simple, comparatively simple. Simple मतलब यार, you can't say it was a cakewalk. Yeah, it was easy as compared to CAT as the exam, and this is what we expected from the CAT as well. यार जिसने टॉप करना वो easy exam भी टॉप कर लेगा. तुम इतना भारी पेपर क्यों डाल रहे हो? या ये मेरे को समझ नहीं आता कि यू आर एंड ऑफ द डे नहीं, ईजी पेपर सब सॉल्व कर लेंगे, हमें तो टफ पेपर से जो सॉल्व कर पाए वो. भाई टफ पेपर में कट ऑफ नीचे जाता है. एंड ऑफ द डे टॉपर विल बी अ टॉपर एनीवेयर. 99.99 can score 9.99 in any paper. That's my assumption. That's assumption, of course. Alright. Anyway, जो भी है, SNAP का paper was very well handled by them. NMAT में there were a lot of problems, technical issues, but SNAP paper happened with a very nice way to conduct. So all the best to all of you, and all of us have done the work hard, including Snap Paper as well, that they have very nicely connected the paper. All the best.